Hey guys, Coldbrew here. Welcome back to another video. So today I went ahead and summoned a couple of my secrets, right? I said I was gonna save them, but because I saw the news of the 2x plus 10x coming in on the weekend for Prince Kaimar, I thought I don't want another Prince Kaimar. Might as well try to get the 1+1. And what do you know? I got one of my most wanted dupe champions in the game, and that is the one and only Yannica. All right, Yannica is a champion, guys, that everyone can get. You can get her from the clan shop eventually if you grind it out and get enough coins to get the copy. But I managed to get multiple copies of her and get her to a +4 empowerment. That is pure insanity. I'll show you the stats in a second, but look at this. Look at the skill set that she has. She will be attacking all enemies and ignoring shield buffs, which is insane for this kind of meta where we have the bolster sets, but not so well against stuff like the stone skin and the reaction accessories. That being said, she's still a very much worthwhile nuker that you can just test out in every single thing that you have in the game if you manage to get your hands on her, because she's a spirit based nuker, and the spirit based nukers are kind of better than the force nukers in my opinion. At least we have in the game. The magic ones are, of course, we've got the Trundas and all that, and the voids are in the whole different level. So Yannica, insane because of that, and she has this skill which gives her the perfect veil, which allows then Yannica to also deal extra damage based on the removed shield that shield buffs that she can do. So it's quite insane on the kit that she can do because of this skill right here, which is also very strong if this crits, which you want to also always be critting. And she can also be doing an AoE attack with her A1 skill if she's under the veil. So this skill enables her whole remaining kit. Right, let's have a look at my Yannica and see how I've built her. She's there up at the top of my champion list. And would you look at that, 133,000 power with a cruel savage, because I mean, what else can you do? She's got a +5 awakening, which I'm using the Soul Reaper at the moment, and this would have been even better if I had the 6th star, where I would also be applying the True Fear if I didn't manage to kill them off, and I would get an extra +10 speed. But with all of this, I get a +25 crit damage, +500 attack. I've made a video on her before, but she wasn't a +4 back then. A +4 gives you an insane boost in terms of crit rate and crit damage, and this is how I got her crit rate, crit damage to be at 100% and 370% crit damage with 200 speed and 8,000 attack. Right, the attack, I know there's other champions in the game that have way higher attack, but please consider that she has kind of a low base attack compared to other champions, barely at the 1500 mark if you compare it with other champions such as, let's say, Trunda, where she's got 1600. And I did, yes, remove gear from her to give to Yannica for the showcase, but she's got like 100+ lower base, and that is affected by, well, when you're equipping stuff like the attack percent chest piece, attack percent boots, attack percent wherever, all those affect your base attack. So that's, it helps other champions reach a much higher amount quicker, right? So let's have a look at the gear piece by piece, because I really want to show you guys that the ascensions are so random that I do manage to get like 50 attack here. I didn't get attack here. Like, I didn't get attack here. I got crit damage here. This is my best piece ever, and this is usually on my Trunda. And then this one, attack percent. This would have been amazing if this was attack percent also. And then again, this one, either speed or attack percent would have been amazing, but it got flat defense. So out of all the 6 pieces that I've ascended, only 2 of them are worth it, really. And it's very hard to farm those essential materials. And then I went for attack percent wherever I could. I removed gear from all of my champions that I could to get the best possible setup for her. And yes, I know this is a ridiculously bad banner, but banners, anything really from the spider, has become very hard to get with all the additional factions that we have and how random it is to get a really good item. So yeah, that being said, that is my best attack banner. For some reason, I just don't get them. It's a bit, everyone out there probably has one faction where they're missing one specific accessory, and they really want to keep on farming, but it just doesn't drop, right? Masteries I didn't show, but of course when Hell Smasher and Retribution there for the additional counter. I could have gone Actually, Lord of Steel for additional attack, but didn't change her masteries at all from last time. So let's have a quick look on how I did manage to use her in my Sand Devil 7 team. This is the team that I used to farm stage 7 very, very quickly and get, those base oil materials where you need it. So let's have a look at how hard she's going to hit here. This is not the best example where you want to show her, but I still want to show her here. She's going to be critting with her A2 skill for about a cool 300,000 plus. So let's have a look at that. Boom, 330. Look at that. And we almost procced the, there it is. There's the Reaper. And in those 6 seconds that she managed to farm this, she did 600,000 damage. Boom, right here. Nobody else has managed to get it in. Not even Farrakhan the Fat. Usually I have Farrakhan the Fat to do an ally attack just to make this run at an 8 second. But the Yannica has opened up a cool 6 second run. And it doesn't always happen because sometimes Relentless procs on Draco because I have him for clown boss, and that extends the run a little bit. But let's have a look at her in where can we deal a lot of damage. Let's say Fire Knight 20. I want to see on Fire Knight 20 where it's against force, and I want to see the normal setup where I do for maximum damage, where we've got the aura for attack additionally there to everything else that we're gonna put it. So we're gonna put in Lydia. So we're gonna put Arbiter, we're gonna put Lydia. If I find my Lydia, she must be here at the top. Then we're gonna put a cool Battle Khazar in there and a Gerbtuck for additional damage. So this combo together should give us big numbers. What I want to see is big hit from the A2 skill and then a big A3. There's no shields on the enemies, but those we're probably gonna try and test in the arena a little bit later on, where in the arenas we're gonna find enemies with the shield sets on and see what can happen in there. So boom, poisons, more poisons, and then she'll do a big A2 here. I wonder, are my buffs gonna survive this? Yeah, I think my buffs are gonna survive this. So let's do the A2. Boom, 649,000 for a single target skill. It's amazing. I know I've showcased way higher numbers than that before, but remember that her multiplier here is not that insane because she also has the big AoE here, which is, this is the one that I want to see, showing a big number. Look at that, 475,000 on that big AoE. Love to see it. And I want to see her now when she gets a move. She shouldn't have anything right now, right? No defense down, nothing. We're just gonna see what can we do. We're gonna have the A2, and this will give me an extra turn. Should kill it. Wow, look at that, 172k without anything. We get the perfect veil, and that's gonna be an AoE attack now with our A1 skill. Look at that, double hit for about 70,000. I know that's not much, but remember, no attack up, nothing. So she should get her next turn in just a second. And boom, we even proc the Soul Reaper, which is why I gave her that awakening. There's other, awakenings that she could do well with, but I think Soul Reaper is the best for this situation since she's a dedicated nuker. She won't really be used on defense, so I can't really use the other one, the one that gives you the shield. So let's exit this and go into the arenas. I really want to see what we can get going in there in terms of damage potential. And I don't think you can fit her anywhere else, honestly, because of her unique kit in terms of nuking. So let's do a cool refresh here and get started with the arena. So here we're probably gonna have a shield or two. I don't know, with this enemy team we'll have to see. There's a mounted king in there, which is where you're gonna be bringing in your spirit nukers. You see the force in the enemy team, you're gonna think, okay, how can I cheese out and overpower them and also force them to do a weak hit on me, or not even focus on my own champion? So here I'm actually gonna be removing the shields with Chimer probably. Yeah, we actually managed to remove them, but it's fine. Even if I didn't remove them, the sleep definitely helps her. So she does the A2, look at that, 167,000, and then a cool boom A3 and takes everybody out. Let's go against another team here. It's gonna be a speed team versus a speed team. So it's stuck again, man. All right, okay, it's not stuck again. All right, we start this out by boom, boosting our own team, boosting again. Let's see the sleep. We couldn't get the sleep of the tiger there, but we should be really fast here. Can we? Wow, he's just, oh yeah, he's got the passive. That's why That's why he's refusing to die here. So what I can do here is do the perfect veil and just take out Arbiter and then probably take out everybody else. Couldn't get a true fear on him because he's just immune here. That is very annoying. He's gonna be hitting hard. He's gonna hit so hard now. Let's see. How do we survive this? Wow. Stupid. Stupid Leorius. All right, let's carry on into the next one. I hope maybe I should remove Chimera from in there so we don't have to use our so we don't remove the shields. All right, so let's boost. Let's try and sleep them. We won't sleep everybody because there's a Foley in there. That's immune. There's the counter attack. Foley's going to be strong against her. So I think I'm going to go with Foley. Try and kill him out. And even with a weak hit, boom, we take him out. We don't get a perfect veil though, because that was not a critical. That was a weak hit, which is one of the problems having when you're running a spirit against, you know, all magic enemies. It was, you know, majority of magic enemies. It's 3 versus 3 out of 4. So now we don't have a perfect veil, so we won't deal extra damage, but we'll still have a solid burst right now with this one. Boom, look at that, just clear things out. So let's see. This team should have really big shields. In this one, I don't need the Chimera, right? I don't need the Chimera. Probably don't even need the Sifi. What I do need here is just something for defense down weaken. I would love defense down weaken. This team probably has big shields. Probably has like a bolster set. So I will probably go either with a defense down. Let's try with the defense down first. And then we'll put her in the lead for extra attack. And then we'll put in my Madame Series for defense down and buff removal, whatever buff they have. They probably have a bolster set with like 400,000 on defense. It's either a really high magic, yeah, really high resist. I was gonna say magic resist for some reason, but it's just resist in this game. All right, let's see. Boom, defense down. Didn't manage to do it on everybody. So I wonder now. The problem here with single target attacks is again the reaction. So reaction will cause us to not do a critical. If we don't do a critical, and it will be unfortunate. We won't get the perfect veil, and it won't go so well with the A3. So here, I want to see if I can take out, probably going to try and take out the Mountain King, who's the biggest. Wow, he actually had a reaction. That was unfortunate. We do get the extra turn. No perfect veil this time, but let's see. Okay, never mind. Okay, it still worked. It still worked, although I was thinking a little bit too much here. So this one should be another good example of a really nasty team. This one's got a Krila, but I'm thinking of more like a slow team. Maybe it's like a slower team, high resist, with Sifi in the lead. Probably like a high resist team. There's the shield set. Okay. The bad thing is I use a buff remover here, and it doesn't help my... It doesn't help to showcase her unique Yannica skill. So I'm gonna do an A1 there on Sifi. We couldn't get it going, but we do manage to get a turn. It's a very slow Sifi, it seems, because we got the boost and she still didn't manage to cut in. So I'm gonna try and kill the Sifi with the A2. Yes, we get the kill. All right. So now I should get the chance to remove a shield buff, possibly, and also deal extra damage equal to 15% of the value of the removed shield buff. So that depends on my accuracy, but if you remember, she had like 200 plus accuracy even with this gear. So let's see. Solid, but the weak hits. It's impossible that all of those were weak hits. That just doesn't happen. There's no way. All right, we do manage to counter a little bit there. That probably gonna go. Progeny is gonna go with the A2, but it's fine. We get back up, and yeah. Now this time I'll have to remove the buffs. The defense down. Let's boost. Let's see the A1. Even as a single target attack, because we didn't have the veil, it did do a ton of damage. So let's see. Boom. Where else? Can I show her in a different dungeon? Yannica? I don't think. I think there's much difference now that she's a +4. It's just that insanely extra damage just because of all the gear. So let's go against this one. This is probably another cool team. I mean, any champion with all of this gear would have been amazing, but it's just the one I have, right? The one I have was also Speed. Is a lot of fun against the Mountain Kings. It really just takes them out with that A2. The A2 is what I love to see. All right, let's do defense down. There's no shields. All right, they get the boost going. Get another boost. What happened there? All right, let's see. Boom. Good night. 189,000. And then 245 and a weak hit there. Just look at the difference a weak hit does. It just doesn't go through. Doesn't go through. And this is why when you're, building teams like this shouldn't be your go-to team for everything. When you're building a team for arenas, you gotta take in mind of defenses with Force champions, with Magic champions, all Void champions, which is the norm, especially for high plat. It's all Void now. It's crazy. It's all Void, or the Spirit more two Macabres and and the Duchesses. So it gets quite monotonous in the sense of what you see in the much later part of the game. So here, this is like what day is it today? Wednesday. Barely any teams popping up that are crazy. So I did a 5-gem refresh for you guys. So for that, just give a like on the video if you haven't already, or subscribe to the channel. Any of the two is fine. I prefer subscribes, but I'll take whatever. All right, let's do a final one because I really have to go. I'm gonna hit the gym in a little bit and I'm gonna be late. So yeah, this was the video so far. A very fun 370% crit damage Yannica. It's gonna be a nightmare re-gearing all of my champions after this to put back the gear. I'll definitely use some good gear on her. Probably get her close to about 300% just because of all that awakening and the +4 that she has. She's gonna be at a very good position. So here's the bolster set. Perfect example to finish this off. The bolster set. So the problem here that I'll have is that the A2 doesn't ignore shield, but this will probably be a crit, I believe. This will probably be a crit. There's going to be a reaction on everybody, especially on Ursuga. There's not a choice here that I can do where I won't be hitting reaction. So it's just, does he have that on... He definitely doesn't have it on Leorius, but I don't want to hit Leorius, so I'm going to try on her. All right, we did manage to get a crit, but wow, we couldn't get through all that shield and also the damage reduction from Ursuga, plus probably like some ally protection set, the Guardian set. So let's see. Wow. Okay, and the True Fear landing on there. Perfect way to end this off. The True Fear is so good, but it's random, and yeah, it wasn't guaranteed if the True Fear was gonna actually lock out Leorius, but it's fine just to show on that awakening part of my Yannica, and that now she's gonna go the A1, 97,000, close it off. But you saw the amount of damage you can do with those shields. Perfect way to close this off. That was my Yannica, guys. I don't know if it's the best Yannica in the game, but it's definitely the best champion I have in terms of how far I can push that crit damage. In the attack, I mean, I had champions closer to 8,000 before, but not with so much crit damage. Sometimes it's better to push attack percent. After you reach that crazy amount of crit damage, it's better to go 9,000 attack if you can. If your gear allows it, go 9,000 attack instead of trying to push for like 400%. There's no point. Just go 9,000, 10,000 attack if you can. I show a Trunda out there. I don't know who has that Trunda. It's pure insanity. 10,000 attack, 300 plus crit damage. Can't remember the exact numbers. I just remember the attack part. This was the video, guys. Thanks a lot, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.